Alright, guys. I'm fucking pissed the fuck off. I'm really fucking pissed. I'll probably do another video on this later, like an actual, like, edited, put together video. The weirdest fucking shit happened. I can't even escape this COVID bullshit with Uber. This COVID shit is ruining everything. I want to fucking scream at the top of my lungs right now, but I can't because I'll wake everyone up and then I'll get kicked out of here. I'm just so fucking pissed. I'm just so fucking enraged. I mean, I literally just parked my car like 3-4 minutes ago and came straight to do this live stream. So you guys are probably wondering what's got me this fucking riled up. Try not to blow too much into the microphone. I mean, it wasn't even like that bad, but I don't know. I can't do this anymore. I'm fucking losing it. I'm fucking losing it. I had this passenger, okay? It was these two guys. I went and first of all, the pickup address was wrong, which it happens. So I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. The guy was texting me that it was just one street over. So I went around, I found them, they got in my car. It was just a round trip going to 7-Eleven and coming back. So I'm taking these two guys. It was like 0.9 miles. It was just under 1 mile to get to the 7-Eleven. And one guy gets out and the other guy stays in the car with me. He goes in to 7-Eleven. He talks to the cashier for a second. And then he comes out and I forget what he even said. He just like mumbled something about he's going to go to some other store. And then he went behind, it used to be a bike shop. It was, what did they turn it into? I don't know, but it was, I think it was like a pet daycare or something that used to be a bike shop. He went like, first when he said he was going to try another store. I thought, well, there's a gas station going the other way. I thought he was just going to try running across the street and try going to the to the mini mart in there or whatever. But he goes the other way behind this like pet daycare center. And then the guy who I still had in my car is asking me if I could go look for him, and I'm like, okay, this seems really shady, but okay. So I went around and he was nowhere to be found, this guy. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with him, with the other guy in my car, because I'm like, well, like, and I tried calling him too. The guy behind me was like, well, can you try calling him? I'm like, so I got on the Uber on the tablet, and I tried calling the passenger. I mean, I've got it all on dash cam. I'll probably release the dash cam footage in the edited video, but I called like at least 10 times and he didn't answer. And then he started talking about, well, because the friend, he said he was from out of town, the one who was still in the car with me, and the guy that ran off and disappeared, he was from around the area, but we couldn't find him. And I'm like, well, dude, I can't be waiting out here all night. Now I got a ping for like $57 and I fucking missed it. Oh, and it gets even better or worse, however you want to consider it. So I'm over here missing all this money, all these pings going by. And I'm telling him, like, dude, I can't be out here all night. And I'm like, I can take you back to the pickup location, but I can't be waiting here all night for your friend. Well, then he starts texting me on the Uber app and giving me like just typing this big old long story about how he went into 7-Eleven and the clerk told him that someone had just come in before and had COVID. And so he started saying, oh, he was like apologizing. And like, I just felt embarrassed. I didn't want to get back in your car and infect you guys. And I'm like, well, okay. But then he wouldn't tell us. Like, I was just trying to figure out what to do with his friend. And then his friend starts getting all weird with me. And and he asked me if I could turn off the dash cam, and I told him no, like that's for my protection. I'm not even done yet. Oh, God. I'm so fucking done with this fucking world. I can't do it anymore. So I got this guy in my car. I'm trying to figure out what to do with him. He doesn't seem like he wants to go back to the original pickup point. I might be, I'm trying not to butcher the story, trying to get it right. Like I said, I have dash cam footage of everything, all audio recording and everything that happened. But so then he started saying something about that he's gonna go to the nearby hospital because he got exposed to COVID. And then he was saying like he was there already or something. I'm like, wait, what? It takes like at least like 10-15 minutes, depending, well, maybe without traffic, like 10 minutes. And I'm like, wait, like how is he there? And I'm like if you want, you could bring my friend over to there, or I can change the destination to get him closer to home. But then his friends start, the one in the car with me started telling me if I could take him back to the original pickup location. But then the friend who disappeared set the destination going the opposite direction to a Target store. And I was like, okay, I don't get what's going on here. So anyway, I ended up listening to the actual passenger in my car, and I took him back. But then he didn't even, I guess, like he didn't seem to know what house it was, or I don't know. It was just really, really sketchy. And then he starts telling me that I can turn my engine off and this and that. And he like he's actually kind of acting a little scared of me, but then saying that also that it's just really sketchy of his friend. I don't know. I think they were both just tweakers. I'm not even done with the story yet. I'm maybe like 2/3 done with the story. It gets, or maybe even halfway done with the story. It just goes on and on. I can't believe this shit. So he doesn't want to get out of the car yet. Oh, I forgot this part. So as I'm driving to that original pickup location, I start getting texts because the guy that ran off, he's the one with the Uber account who ordered the trip. So he starts seeing on the map that the car is going in the opposite direction of Target. And then he starts texting me saying like, oh, well, you guys are going the wrong direction. I'm going to cancel now. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he actually canceled it. He canceled. And then the guy in the back seat, he wouldn't get out. And he keeps nagging me about if I could call his friend. I'm like, dude, your friend canceled the ride. I don't have any more, like that connection has been severed. I don't have any way to call him anymore. I don't, and he keeps insisting that I call him. I'm like, dude, I don't even have his number. And I'm like, well, I have it. I'm like, okay, give me the number. So I was calling and calling and calling, but then he wouldn't answer. And then he was saying he was on the line with his doctor or something. And then he starts texting me saying that he's at this hospital. And I mean, he already canceled the trip, and I felt a little bad for his friend. And plus, I mean, it was in a dark neighborhood, so I figured I'd at least try to go to the hospital. I fucking lost it. I don't want to say how fast I drove on the freeway to the hospital, but I fucking lost it. So I get to the hospital, and I mean, like he's asking me again if I could call his friend. I'm like, I already tried calling your friend like 20 times. I'm like, I don't have the patience for this shit. Like your friend said like 3 times in his text that he was here at this hospital. I'm here right now. Just I don't have time for this. Uh, like, I was just sitting there for like a few seconds, and I'm like, dude, I don't have the patience for this. Like I'm losing a lot of money right now. So he kept insisting that like, oh, come on, like really, like, can you just call him? I'm like, dude, no, just get. I lost it. I was like, dude, no, just get the fuck out. Just get the. He was like, dude, really? And I'm like, yeah, really, just get the fuck out. I don't have patience for this shit. I'm. You already made me lose enough money as it is. So he didn't get out right away, and then so I rolled down my window and I started calling out to the damn pigs, the officer pigs, and I'm like, hey, can you help me get this guy out of my car? And then he ended up just leaving. And while all this was going on, the friend kept, in fact, I'll even read, it gets really bad. I mean, well, on my end too. I mean, so he's like, he's saying, what hospital is that I'm at? Blah blah blah. What's up? Talk to me. He's still trying to text me as I'm driving his friend for free to the damn hospital. And so, after I had to start yelling for police to get this crazy guy out of my car. I fucking lost it. I'll read verbatim what I texted back to his friend. I said, "You're unbelievable. I had to ask the police to get your stupid friend out. Both of you are fucking paranoid crackheads. I'm putting this shit all over YouTube. Also, you canceled the trip, so I didn't get paid. By the way, I only made $3.75, and I missed out on a $57 trip because of these fucking crackheads." I said, "You ruined my fucking night. I hope you both die of COVID. Fuck you, fucking pieces of shit." Yeah, I told him, "I hope you die of COVID. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm done with this fucking life." Oh my god, I'm just so on edge. I can't. COVID is ruining everything. COVID is ruining everything. It ruined my job at Amazon. It made me fall 2 months behind on my damn car payments. And now I'm trying to do Uber, and it's even fucking with Uber. I mean, just because I told him I hope you die of COVID, I could get deactivated from my fucking Uber account for this probably if he decides to try to report this shit. So great. If I get deactivated from Uber, that'll be 2 jobs that are ruined because of fucking COVID. And people wonder why I'm fucking suicidal. I'm so fucking done with this world. I'm done. I'm ending this stream. I don't know if I'll do another one.